room with two strangers. Investigators are piecing together clues from Wednesday's shooting, including tracing recent sales of the unique 9mm pistol with a long barrel that allowed the killer to fire a nearly silent shot. Police are also searching Central Park for that gray backpack, believed to be an expensive camera bag. Authorities believe he may have left the bag in the park.
And ABC's Andrew Dimbert, investigators focusing on that gun that was bought in Connecticut. It resembled the one used in the shooting. Former FBI special agent and ABC News contributor Brad Garrett.
It may be much easier to trace that weapon and who purchased it, presuming that the shooter is the one who actually purchased the weapon.
New details about a school shooting at a Seventh-day Adventist school in Butte County, California, Wednesday.
The two kindergartners who were shot have a long road to recovery. They were coming back from their noon break on the playground when the gunman opened fire on them. Butte County Sheriff Corey Honey.
The fact that they are currently still with us, I think, is a miracle and something that we should all be very thankful for.
The shooter who killed himself is now identified as 56-year-old Glenn Litton, a man with a history of mental illness and crimes who allegedly believed he was a lieutenant in an international alliance defending Palestinians in Yemen. The sheriff says that alliance does not exist. Alex Stone, ABC News.
A massive round.
And good morning and welcome to the video live stream for the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. With me is Mike Weibel, and a special guest in the studio is Samuel Lundberg. Hang on, I got to adjust the camera. So I'll be right back. You talk amongst yourselves.
Talks amongst yourselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see if the camera's moving. He's trying to adjust so we can,
Yeah.
see us. So are we live?
Yeah, we're live on the video live stream. This is it.
Cool. This is it.
This is it. This is as good as it gets. So my son, can I tell people how old you are?
Yes.
13-year-old, almost 14, Samuel Lundberg. Hey, can you stand up next to Mike for a second? Can you guys stand up? Do you mind? I want to see, and stand your tallest. Okay. All right. Okay, hang on. Let me adjust the camera.
It's a little taller.
Yeah. There you go.
Probably solid 6'1". Are you 6'1"?
I'm like, all right, around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. You're like 6 foot. Okay, thank you. You guys are good. Samuel has just like beanpole grown feet in the last year, which is great.
Yeah.
But I think you still have a good 3 or 4 inches on him. Yeah. Anyway, how tall are you, Mike?
6'3".
Oh, okay. So he's probably 6.
Yeah.
You think he's 6?
Yeah.
If you had to guard him, how far would you like smash him when he was going for the basket?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Would I smash him?
I said, how far would you smash? Anyway, Samuel, welcome to the WSTM studios. Do you have any questions before we do stuff here?
How does this panel right here work?
Okay, so there's a little button that says cough. That's a red button.
Oh, it's because he's not plugged in.
Oh, is he? Are you plugged in now? Can you help him with his headphones there?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So you've got that one. Oh, now you're pulling. No, here, don't. Here, stop touching stuff. Stop touching stuff. Nope, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Let me do that. You want to do anything right, you got to do it yourself. Okay. So you can hear okay, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here, scoot forward. There you go. Get behind you here. Hold this. Right there. Okay, now adjust your volume there. Can you hear it okay?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, if you have to cough, just hold that in, cough, release.
All right.
Can you let me in? Thank you. All right. Mike pulling all kinds of cords.
Hey, I was getting stuff done.
I was getting stuff done. All right. So we're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff. You ready?
Yep.
This is going to be better than a math quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. If ever you want us to stop our line of questioning, just hold up a hand like that. Okay. Just do.
Okay.
Do the Samuel. Okay.
The Samuel.
All right. We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Their credit score. Best part, the money can be in your bank account as soon as the next day. When you need fast cash help, go to getcash.com. That's getcash.com.
News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
And thank you for joining us. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. 7:05 is the time, the day. It's December 6th. The temperature outside right now 25 degrees, but the feels like is closer in Benton Harbor anyway to 14 degrees. You were outside a second ago, Samuel. How is it out there?
It's pretty cold. When we were driving,
Get closer to the microphone. Make it your friend there.
Oh, it's pretty cold. When we were driving up here, there was a lot of snow on the road. It was very, very snowy.
Okay, so you thought it was a little icy, little dicey out there.
Yeah.
So do be careful because I mean things that when the snow melts, it turns into water.
It does.
Believe it or not. Then when it gets cold, below 18 degrees especially, it starts to freeze again because of the chemicals. They can't counteract all that stuff. So anyway, so watch for careful of the ice. That's what you're saying.
Yes, be very careful.
Mike,
if he was driving, he would be careful for the ice,
but he wasn't driving.
No.
Stephanie, lovely Stephanie, dropped him off. So thank you very much, Stephanie. We appreciate you doing that. Samuel is my son. We'll tell you why he's here in just a moment. It's not to replace Mike Weibel as co-host.
Oh, man,
At least not for Beyond today. So we'll see how they battle it out today.
They'll ask me to go get water and lock the door.
Yeah, go get some water.
Yeah.
All right. We've got weather forecast for today. A 20% chance of snow showers early today, then partly sunny skies. Did you look up at the sky when you were out there?
No,
you did not look at the sky.
It's pretty dark out.
I'm impressed that you're awake. This is good. High around 26 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusts to 20. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy. A low around 20 degrees. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow's forecast, it's going to be partly sunny. Don't see any precipitation in the forecast.
No.
High around 38 degrees. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Sunday is just insane because it's going to be partly sunny and warmer. A high around 46 degrees. So if you want to say goodbye to the snow, do it now because by then it's probably going to disappear.
Yeah, we're talking about going to the beach on Sunday.
Oh, that's a great idea. Send us pictures, please. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to see rain return. It's going to be a high of 48. God, almost 50 degrees. Can you believe that?
That's going to be
ugly. 48
sloppy.
degrees. Yeah, sloppy. 48 degrees on Monday for a high, mostly cloudy and a big chance of rain. So we won't be able to go to the beach with Mike and enjoy it. Tuesday's forecast, mostly cloudy, 30% chance of rain and snow mix. Low around 32 degrees, a high around 38. Some of the news that we're covering from the WSJM newsroom this morning. Several Southwest Michigan school districts are getting funds, big money, from the state to install water bottle filling stations. WSJM's Andrew Green has this story.
The Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy has awarded $50 million in grants to schools across the state to protect students from lead under the Michigan Filter First program. In all, the $50 million in federal ARPA dollars will go to 612 public school districts, public school academies, and non-public schools. Here in Southwest Michigan, Benton Harbor Charter School Academy is getting more than $17,000 for bottle filling stations. Berrien Springs Public Schools is getting $58,000 for the same reason. Also receiving grants are Berrien Risa, Bridgman Public Schools, Buchanan Community Schools, Dowagiac Union Schools, Eau Claire Public Schools, Paw Paw Public Schools, South Haven Public Schools, and Watervliet Public Schools. We have a link to the full list of awardees at our website. Andrew Green, WSJM News.
I mean, that's big money all across the state for water bottle filling stations at schools. Samuel, do you have a water bottle filling station at your school?
We have like 3 or 4 around.
Can you get up closer to the microphone there? Make me say it again and you'll go to your room.
Oh.
This is going to be fun.
See, I get this treatment all the time, so don't feel bad.
No, not true.
We have around like 3 or 4 watering stations. I think it's 2 on each level. We have a 2-level school.
Are they convenient?
Yeah, they're pretty convenient.
Do you still have the ones where you go up and make out with the water thing?
Yeah, they're pretty unsanitary. I do not like those.
Yeah,
I bring my own water bottle.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing with that?
I was going to the live stream.
Okay. Anyway,
I'm looking at Samuel on live stream.
We're continuing with the news. With the holidays nearly here, health officials say you should be vaccinated against the flu and other illnesses. Other vaccinations you may consider getting, COVID-19 and RSV. Michigan Academy of Family Physicians President Rachel Clamo says you should be getting those vaccinations now, just in time for the holidays.
We get a vaccine. It takes our body's immune system some time to take in that vaccine and build up our antibodies and our different defenses against the disease. So give or take, about a 5 or 6 week window prior to the peak of the season is the ideal time to become vaccinated.
Clamo says those who are 65 and older should get an additional COVID vaccine every 6 months after the first one. She says the benefits of vaccines outweigh the risks. And finally, more than $3 million from the state's Going Pro Talent Fund has been awarded to Southwest Michigan businesses to train their employees. Michigan Works helps to secure the grants for employers each year and says 43 will benefit in this round of funding, totaling about $3.1 million. Michigan Works' Michael Monpremier tells us that Going Pro is a great way for businesses to keep their employees up to date on all the latest skills while also saving some of their money.
The grant allows for reimbursement costs up to $2,000 for non-apprenticed individuals, as well as $3,500 for apprenticed individuals.
Monpremier says training is expensive and time-consuming, which is why Michigan Works always submits as many applications as they can for the Going Pro state funding.
Let's say there's a manufacturer and they have maybe purchased new equipment and they need to get some of their individuals trained on said equipment. Generally, that training could be relatively expensive. Sometimes the employer, depending on the size of the company, may not have a dedicated training budget.
They say that Going Pro Talent Fund grants benefit employers in a variety of industries, whether it's healthcare, manufacturing, or hospitality, and they help keep jobs here in Southwest Michigan. Among the employers receiving training funds through this cycle of grants, Bronson South Haven, Custom Tool and Die Company, Flowers Early Learning, K Manufacturing, Lico Corporation, and Niles Steel Tank. And one finally, you may soon see a change in the way to how you renew your state park passes. Do you get your state recreational pass when you renew your tabs?
Yes.
I get it as well.
Yeah.
Because what it allows you is free admission, free, quote unquote, admission into the state park system. It's just kind of a nice thing to have.
It is.
Nice thing to have, but you have to opt in as it is now. There's a bill in the state legislature to make it an opt-out situation. It's $14. And you do this at the time of renewing your license plate so that you get the Michigan Recreation Passport, which allows you entry into any state park without paying admission. There's new legislation in the Michigan State House of Representatives that would roll in that $14 fee, $14 for now, fee as part of the state's vehicle registration process. Those who do not want the recreation passport would then be required to opt out to avoid paying the fee. How do you feel about that?
Seems like this is a trend now of the rolling fees into fees so that you don't notice that.
Or question. Sometimes you don't even question these fees.
Right. You're like, oh, my tags went up by $14. That's weird. Whatever.
But there's no way they would ever charge me for something that's optional, right?
That I never go to.
I don't know. I always get the state park pass because, number one, I feel like, maybe someone can prove me wrong, I feel like it goes to help our state parks.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I like the convenience of going in without paying at the house.
Right.
But to roll it in without asking, don't know how I feel about that.
I know it's a little shifty.
Yeah, because then they can raise the fees.
Samuel, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Thumbs down.
Samuel, what are you thinking about this?
It sounds pretty similar to taxation without representation.
Oh man, look at this guy.
Man, dropping the bombs.
He remembers the license plates that we had when we lived in DC, Washington, DC. The little saying at the bottom of the license plate always said,
taxation without representation.
There you go. All right. It's the WSJM morning show. We'll tell you more about
how ironic.
We'll tell you why Samuel's here in just a couple of minutes on the WSJM morning show.
In a game you heard last night on Rock 107 WIRX.
Okay, and this is the video live stream portion of the WSJM morning show. And let's check our comments here. Stephanie says, Samuel, go, Sam, go. Diane says, good morning. Morning, Stephanie. Morning, John, and all. That is to Samuel as well. We have a nice little icon, an emoji. Somebody is hugging a little heart. Can you see that?
Can't see that one.
Oh, I have it on my screen. You come over here. Take off your headphones first. Don't knock over your water.
I'll try not to.
It's like he's my kid. Oh, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is my kid, Samuel. So this is the situation that I'm looking at here. See the little icons over there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is that, cool joystick over here? Look at that.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. So I can move the cameras around with that. This is new. That's new. That's new. That's new. All right. Go back and sit down. Samuel's here because he's going to help me. He agreed to help me today with Operation Poinsettia. We are going to be delivering poinsettias to senior citizens around the area this afternoon and this morning and this afternoon. You looking forward to that?
I am looking forward to giving out poinsettias. I think it's like a great thing that we're doing for the community.
Aw.
And people could really use it around Christmas time.
Look at you. Did you practice that? Did you think about what you were going to say?
No,
You can tell us the truth.
I
Come on.
forgot to practice.
Okay. That's awesome. Well, thank you for being honest. We appreciate that. And I have several things that I want to talk to you about this morning. Stephanie and I were rolling through what should we talk to Samuel about this morning. And one of the things that came up was let's see, cursive. You told me you dropped the bomb yesterday that you are learning cursive in school. Is this accurate?
Yes, it is accurate.
How did this come about? Because we've been reading in news stories and teachers have been lamenting. I've talked to teachers, elementary school teachers, who have said it's such a shame that we're not teaching kids cursive in school anymore, cursive writing. And I at first was lamenting it, and then I was liking it because I can talk in secret code by writing you something in cursive because you don't know what it says.
Interesting.
So how do you feel about cursive writing? How did this all come about?
Before I answer that one question, am I allowed to say my teachers' names on the air?
Sure, why not?
My ELA teacher, Miss Lamberton.
Yes,
she's
as long as you say nice things.
Okay, she's probably teaching right now.
Okay.
I believe this is my understanding. Do not just take this with a grain of salt.
Okay. Do take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
To my understanding, she got it cleared with Mr. Rock that she could teach us cursive.
Okay.
And we've been reading cursive and like out of these packets and
Nice.
in every single letter. We're currently at J.
Okay, so you're all the way up to J. Let's see. Hey, how did you feel about the B?
B was pretty interesting. So.
Yeah, it's a nice little B. All right, let's get
It's
back
like
on the
second
radio
language
here.
now. Cursive is a second language.
It is a second language. Hang on just a second.
This afternoon, but still a chilly forecast overall. Temperatures this morning in the low 20s will only top out around 26 later this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies tonight. We drop down to 20, and then for tomorrow, partly sunny. High temperatures around 38. We'll be back into the 40s and melting snow with some sun on Sunday. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
Just put your name on it.
Well, it depends on what profile.
All right. It's 7:17. It's the WSJM morning show. I'm Ken Lundberg. With me is Mike Weibel, and my co-host.
Hostile work environment. Right?
And then also this morning, I'm fortunate enough to have a special guest in the studio who has agreed to help me out later this morning with Operation Poinsettia. None other than my son, Samuel. Samuel, good to see you.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for joining us. He says in a very laid back manner.
Hey, man.
Thanks. You're fine. Okay. I've got the camera situated. Just don't lean back any further. You're fine. So, Samuel, tell listeners a little bit about yourself. Let's start with what grade you're in.
Well, I'm in 8th grade. I go to Eastside Middle School.
Okay. And you, as a matter of fact, Eastside Middle School down in Niles, and you went to the football game.
Yep, state game at Ford Field.
You went to go see the Niles Vikings high school boys football team, who for the first time in the program's history went to state, Division IV, playing for the state championship. The outcome we'll talk about in just a moment. But let's talk about the experience running up to that. Did you go to the pregame rally on Thanksgiving itself?
No, I could not make it. I was running at the turkey trot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the turkey trot was in the morning.
Oh, well,
the pep rally was in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah, it was at 4. I think I had guests over.
I know you had guests over. Yeah, you had the cousins over. You were having Thanksgiving stuff. That's understandable. The next day, that Friday, explain the journey to Lions Field.
Well, in the morning, I went to this carpool area, and I got in Preston, my friend's car, Preston Gaddy. Shout out to him.
Shout out. Yep.
He's probably at school right now.
We're going to talk about the lingo.
I'm good with that.
No, we're going to talk about the lingo in a minute because I'm curious about because they have all kinds of words that I don't understand.
Sure.
I feel like shout outs.
We'll help you. We'll
You're looking scared at me.
No, I'm just like,
all right. Keep going, Samuel.
I can understand.
I feel like shout outs pretty.
No,
old
I
school.
get it. I
That's
get
old
it.
School.
Yeah. OG.
Yeah.
So then we drove about 3 hours to Detroit.
How was the drive?
It was pretty snowy. So it started pretty clear, and then it started snowing a lot more, and eventually we were slowing down to like 5 miles an hour, and then it cleared up eventually. So we went back to driving.
Are people just driving crazy? Are you the one passing everyone else, or are people passing you?
People were passing us because my friend Preston's mom, she is a very responsible driver.
I like that. I like hearing
and
that.
then when we got there, we couldn't go to our reserved parking because too many people were there and they wouldn't let us in the lot. So we had to go.
Oh.
We had to turn right and then like turn around and go to this different parking spot.
So wait, you had reserved parking? At Lions Field? How did you score that?
I don't know. Ask Miss Gaddy.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you got there, you got to Ford Field, you finally had to find parking. You finally found parking. Then what?
And then we walked to the stadium. It was me, Preston's mom, Preston's dad, Preston's brother, and Preston's grandma, and Shane, Preston's brother's friend.
All right, so there are 6 people with you. Yep.
And then and Clayton.
Oh, 7. Clayton. All right.
And then we drove. Then we walked to the stadium, checked in, and then we got to our seats.
Oh.
And then
Did you have pretty good seats?
Yeah, we were pretty close.
Do you know which yard line you were on?
I think we were
like midfield.
I think we were at the area where the touchdown is.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're in one of the end zones.
Yes, one of the end zones.
Red zone?
Red zone.
Oh, okay. I call them end zones.
Well, end zones, but
okay.
In the NFL, it's the red zone.
They call it the red zone now?
Yeah.
Why? We're going to talk
20
about
yards. 20 yards of the
Oh,
end
that
zone.
zone. That's the red zone. Okay.
So he was right there in the.
He was in the red zone.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The right one or the left one?
I think I saw one of their guys you sent out there with the iPhone and the microphone.
Our WSJM's Sean Robinson.
Oh,
yeah. He was covering the game for us for WSJM, and he saw him. I said, did you see our guy Sean out there? He's like, I don't know. Was he the guy with the phone? and it turned out it was.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So you didn't enjoy the game. I mean, you enjoyed being there and supporting your team, obviously. How many people would you estimate were there from Niles?
I'd say at least 100, at least.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. I mean, just seeing them get to that contest was amazing. The outcome was not so great because it was a blowout.
Yeah, it kind of sucked.
No, well, that's okay. Don't say that on the air, though.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that. Anyway, all right.
Well, sucked on the air.
Well, just stop. It's the WSJM morning show. This is the clean version of the morning show, and we've got Samuel Lundberg here. He's my son, one of my 3 sons, and you're the first one to be on the radio show.
Yeah.
I mean, Stuart's been on because he watches the video live stream.
Yeah, where's Stuart?
He's going to be watching
He's
this.
in New York.
I know, but I mean, he normally sends a message.
Yeah, he normally chimes in on the comments on the video live stream.
He's a Democrat, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know. I don't ask. But he goes to business school. 7:22 is the time. It's the WSJM morning show. So Samuel is here because later on this morning we're executing Operation Poinsettia.
Dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
dun,
So
dun,
we're
dun,
going to
dun,
get into the WSJM news vehicle and troop around Southwest Michigan, delivering poinsettias to a number of different locations, senior citizen centers. And we're able to do that because Honor Credit Union has sponsored this project, and that we do every year. We deliver the poinsettias, and this year Samuel has agreed to help. We've got a couple hundred at least poinsettias that we've got to get into the WSJM news vehicle alone.
Wow.
And then deliver around. What are you doing this morning? You want to deliver some poinsettias with us?
I've got to go to work.
You got okay. All right. This is our work. All right.
This is my side gig, my side hustle.
All right. So we'll talk more with Samuel in just a moment.
Samuel and I explain to you what that means when we're off the
Oh, the side hustle. Well, I do. Let's talk about that now then. So the lingo, I want to understand what's the thing that you're using right now with everything. Everything is something.
Low key?
Yes, that's exactly right. What is this? Use low key in a sentence. You think about that.
That flannel shirt is low key cool.
Okay. So what does that mean? What does low key cool mean? Because with the first 20 days that I heard this, I thought Loki, he's talking about the evil superhero guy, Loki.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's Loki. But what does it actually mean?
Well, basically, I don't really know.
Okay. My understanding from some preliminary research, correct me if I'm wrong.
You know you're old when you research slang words.
Have to research the slang words.
Right.
It's important. I'm a word nerd.
Right.
Low key. It's 2 words. That's low key.
Kind of nonchalant.
Exactly. Look at you. See, he knows the
He
words.
goes both sides. He can talk old people.
Yeah.
And he talks.
Why do you point to me when you say old people? He can talk old
you just
people.
happen to be on the right hand side.
He can talk old people where
Right.
Ken is, and he can talk Loki where he is. All right. Thanks for playing along. We'll be back with more in just a minute. It's the WSJM morning show.
I needed something that would show off our brand.
All right. Give us some other words. We're back on the video live stream here. Give us some other words.
I don't really use that many slang words. Sawyer
Yeah.
He uses
Sawyer, who is
he's
your
talking
bigger
about
brother.
outfits. Yeah, he's talking about outfits. What's it called again? Starts with the T, tough or something like that.
Oh, is he saying tough now? That's
Yeah.
tough.
It's not normally TOUGH. It's TUFF.
Isn't that like a brand name?
No, it's like I think it means like cool. As
Okay,
well.
that's tough.
That's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's like
Mike's tough.
Mike's tough.
Yeah.
No cap.
Do we still use fit? Is it okay
Fit,
to
people
say
do say fit. They say
fit people?
say if I want to use all three in one sentence, it's low key. That fit is tough.
Oh, look at that. Loki, that fit is tough. Do you know what he said? He said on Wednesdays, the rain in Spain falls mainly in the plain.
Oh, it's like
I get it now.
low key, like not like too.
hey, for sure. Like
sure.
the Valley Girls used to say.
The fit, as in the outfit,
is
tough, as in cool.
It looks nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you wanted to speak in old people terms, you could say.
I cannot tell a lie. This outfit is very cool.
I think you have a future in radio.
Yeah.
That's very fast. You're very on it.
We should bring him on as the bilingual moment. He could every Friday teach us a word.
I like that idea.
I
like that
He can
idea.
call in. Okay, he'll be like, oh,
I'll be in the middle of math class. But...
okay, math class.
Tell us. So was it a chore to get out of school today?
No.
Your teachers were okay with this.
My teachers were. Okay
Do they
with
know?
this. They do know.
Okay.
Miss Newman was pretty sad. She's
Okay.
our social studies teacher.
All right.
What favorite student?
You're her favorite student. You received Student of the Month award earlier this year. Let's talk about that.
And for integrity.
Okay.
I was just being me. I didn't do anything different. I'm just very, very, very responsible. I have integrity.
Low key, that's tough. Yeah. Be humble about it.
So Diane says, yes, I know tough and low key, and I'm old.
Wait, Diane, you know low key?
Tough is refurbed.
Riz,
she
is
says.
Riz still a thing? I'm going to say yes. Hey, Rachel.
Who's watching this right now?
Millions.
Millions
upon millions
Our
of people.
coverage is global.
That's crazy.
It is.
Anyone who is, what are they supposed to do? They're supposed to
like, follow, or subscribe.
That's right. Anyone who has liked, follow, or subscribed.
And hit that bell.
Hit that bell
for post notifications.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can hit the bell?
Yeah.
There's an actual bell?
There's a little icon bell, and then it notifies you.
We're also on radio, so nodding the head is not acceptable. You have to say yes. You have to verbalize. That's okay. You didn't know.
Yes. Diane says yes.
Diane.
Yes, LOL.
Okay. Let's see. Yes, I know. Tough and low key. Is Riz still a thing? So Riz is definitely still a thing.
Yeah, a lot of little kids say Riz. No adults really say Riz.
Do you know what Riz is?
No.
Like, okay, wait. Let me use it in a sentence because I know
can
this
say
one.
Something? Riz has been around for a while. That word's been around.
Well, a while in your world is like 3 months.
No, it's been like people. I was reading an old book the other day.
An old book.
It was like
People magazine.
like 1980s or something.
Really? Riz?
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in just a moment. Right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
Back, Joe Erlinger said McDonald's is now testing different messages, offers, and deals, recognizing that the chain needed to do something different to regain those diners. U.S. health authorities said this week that the E. coli outbreak was over. Wall Street was expecting Ulta to have a weak quarter because the retailer is facing more competition, but that's not what happened. Shares surged after the beauty retailer reported better than expected quarterly results and lifted some of its guidance. Some of Ulta's recent success was due to an increase in the number of sales. The stocks finished lower yesterday, pulling back from record highs. Jobs are in focus today, with the November numbers due before the opening bell on Wall Street. Futures are slipping this morning. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
Oh, boy.
So I'm doing the placement of things.
It's the WSJM
Like a
Morning
John Deere
Show.
tractor would
Want a
be
free
nice.
tractor? Yeah.
You
That'd
know,
be nice.
Or a Yeti cup.
usually I would say we're off the rails, but that would require there to be rails whatsoever.
And Ice
And
Mountain Water. I
we're
really
not there.
enjoy Ice Mountain Water.
Mike Weibel, my co-host here, is educating my son Samuel on product placement, which you know all about the product placement. Yeah. Are you still watching unboxing videos? Do you still watch those from? Oh, look at you. You know, that's sonic marketing right there. They engineer that sound.
That's pretty
Did
cool.
you know that?
Oh man, this is good.
Are you drinking a V8 there? What's that?
It's my bubbly.
Is he actually really on the morning show?
Who?
He seems like a paid actor.
Who, Michael? Yeah. All right.
I'm a plant.
It's 7:30. It's the WSJM Morning Show. We're having fun because not only am I here, not only is Mike Weibel here,
but
Samuel is here. My son, Samuel Lundberg, who is going to help me with Operation Poinsettia later on, where we deliver poinsettias to people throughout Southwest Michigan. We're going to go to a lot of different senior centers and hopefully just bring another little sparkle of holiday joy to those folks around this time of year. 25 degrees in Benton Harbor under mostly cloudy skies. 26 in St. Joseph. South Haven, 27 degrees. Buchanan is 20, and it's 23 degrees in New Buffalo right now. The feels like temperature, it's somewhere between half and a third of that. So in New Buffalo, for instance, it feels like 9 degrees. Outside in Benton Harbor right now, about 13 degrees, so we're balmy. The forecast for today, we are going to see the sun at some point. That's the prediction. We do have a 20% chance of snow showers early today. Partly sunny skies otherwise. High around 26. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts to 20. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low around 20. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Saturday's forecast, partly sunny, a high around 38. And southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday is just going to be the crazy day. A high around 46 degrees on Sunday with partly sunny and warmer conditions. Monday, it's going to get even warmer, but there's going to be rain. A high around 48 degrees. We've got more to talk about in just a couple of minutes. We'll get the latest now from ABC News, and then we'll also check in on the WSJM newsroom and more conversation with Samuel, who's just laying all this lingo on us.
I know I feel educated.
Is my fit tough? Would you say?
Yes, very tough.
Okay, thank you very much.
What watch are you wearing?
It's your Riz. I'm wearing my today. I'm wearing my Tissot.
Ah, that's a nice watch. Nice watch. I'm currently wearing an Apple Watch.
Oh, look at you! Aren't you fancy?
I forgot my Apple Watch at home.
Oh, Mike.
Well,
I know. You didn't get the dress code?
No. I was.
He didn't understand the assignment.
I was so focused on being tough, I realized that I was just Riz instead.
No.
It's not that
We'll be right back.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. An intense manhunt for the killer of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan. There's now clear surveillance video of his face from the hostel where he stayed. No surprise, as ABC News contributor Brad Garrett.
Going around Manhattan that has a camera, it seems like every block and sometimes multiple cameras, even inside the hostel, even inside the Starbucks. I mean, you'd have to be naive to think that your photograph isn't captured every time you step into a place.
A new jobs report this morning from the Labor Department is expected to show a big hiring rebound in November. The expectation that the U.S. added 208,000 new jobs last month. 2 kindergartners continue fighting for their lives after Wednesday's shooting at a religious school in Northern California. Police say the 56-year-old suspect had a long criminal record and a history of mental illness. Subaru has dethroned Toyota as the most reliable car brand, according to Consumer Reports. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
It's the WSJM Morning Show, 7:33. I'm Ken Lundberg. Along with me is Mike Weibel, and my special guest for this morning is my son, Samuel. Hi, Sam.
Hey, guys.
Good to see you.
Sam here.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. We were just listening to the national news from ABC. Subaru dethroning Toyota as the most reliable, believe it or not.
No.
Okay.
I think BMW is better.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Toyota, I love Toyotas.
Oh.
And for forever and a day, they've seemed like the reliable car. That and Honda, right?
Hondas are actually really good.
They seem like it.
My brother Sawyer has a Honda. It's a used one. He got it when he was just starting out in high school, the blue one.
Yeah. So the car that Sawyer has that you probably have designs on because it's such a Riz ride. That's not the proper use. It's a tough ride. You can say it on the radio. Go ahead.
It's really rusty.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of rusty, but you got it that way. But the reason why Sawyer has it is because Stewart had it before him, and then Stewart actually sold it. That's to his brother. He's a business guy, and I think he made a profit.
Of course.
Yeah,
he's a business guy.
So Sawyer, I don't know if he'll sell it to you or not, or maybe we can just put it in for scrap metal or something like that. Anyway, the point being, Subarus, don't you have to take the engine out to change the spark plugs? Isn't that the deal?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can look it up.
It's something where the maintenance, regular maintenance, where if you have a USA American Beefy V8 or something like that, which I don't know if they make V8s anymore, except for trucks. You can just go in and do it yourself.
Right.
Mess with the distributor, mess with the spark plugs and all that other stuff. But for Subarus, you gotta drop the engine.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like an engineering faux pas there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. News that we're covering this morning, coming up at 8 o'clock, the winter weather we endured this week. A little bit unusual. Some of the winds that we had this week, not only did they howl a lot,
Yeah,
not
you
only.
do.
Oh, thank you. All right. I'm doing the news thing here now.
Sorry.
That's all right. Samuel, it's good stuff. Not only were the winds howling and making our houses creak and giving visibility issues with the snow and everything else, but they also they topped 74 miles an hour in South Haven. Winds of 74 miles an hour. Remember, as we heard from the National Weather Service, when you've got a semi truck out there and a 45-mile-an-hour winds hits it perpendicular to it, it can tip it over.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So don't be passing.
Tipping cows.
Yeah, be careful. Not tipping cows. All right. This week's weather has also created a threat to the blood supply in Michigan. Versity Blood Center tells us a little bit more about that and ways that you can donate to help out with the situation. And also the Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance launching a new opportunity for startups and established businesses to learn more about how to put together a business plan. That's probably the key. Right. Yeah. After you get a business idea, you got to get a plan together, and
have a plan.
And it's gonna. I mean, there's not a lot of sections in a plan, but the information in each section, the more research you do, the more you know, and the more success you'll probably experience going forward.
Because you think about in our area, there's been franchise businesses that have opened up in an area that everybody goes, why did they open there?
Yeah.
And then a year they're out of business and all they would have to do is ask somebody.
Yeah, do the market research.
Right.
Yeah.
But they don't. Or what they're looking at is not good data.
Yeah, good data. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so good information there. So we'll tell you about those stories and more. That's coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. It's 7:37 right now. We're going to hit sports here on the video live stream. We're going to continue our conversation with Samuel, talking about a number of different things. Did you bring any topics to the table that you want to talk about today?
Not really.
Okay, well, then we'll continue to quiz you. This will be great.
He's freestyling.
That's an old word.
It still works.
It still works.
It's the
Yeah, Samuel's on my side.
It's the WSJM Morning Show. Come on over to YouTube and Facebook to see some more of this.
Come on over.
The Michigan News Network.
Yes.
John is in Tennessee.
John is in Tennessee. Yes, he is. He's from here, and he watches us every morning because it's a little piece of home.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, John,
That's very cool, John.
We appreciate you, John, and John also shares our video on a regular basis.
And 23 degrees in
on the
Memphis.
regular.
Who is John?
John is one of our video live stream watchers on a regular basis. Followers, subscribers. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. What else is going on, Sam?
Let me think.
Tell us what you like to do when you're not in school.
Soccer. I love to play soccer.
What position do you play?
I play defense,
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing soccer?
Well, since I was about like 5, 6 around. Yeah.
I think this year, more than any other year, I feel like you really enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. Probably because I'm a starting player.
You are a starting player.
There you go.
Yeah, he's good. He's got the Riz.
Right. He's tough.
He's got the Riz on the field. That means charisma, by the way, in case you didn't know.
It's short for charisma.
Yeah, it's because charisma.
Yeah.
So instead of saying charisma, you just say the Riz.
Yeah, because you have to be low key about it.
Right.
Nonchalant. You have to be nonchalant about it.
I also love to fish, by the way.
You are. You're crazy. You've
Fly
got
fishing.
I mean, I tried fly fishing with my dad.
Let's talk about the fly fishing. Go ahead.
Well,
we're freestyling again.
We'll
explain that to what that
thank
means
you.
a little
So
bit.
fly fishing.
Thank you.
I tried it. We went to Newega, was it?
Yeah, Newega, somewhere
then
around that
we were
area. It was on the
fishing-
Muskegon River.
Yeah, we were fishing on the Muskegon River. I tried out waders for the first time. It was a pretty interesting experience.
It
you
is,
know?
isn't it?
The water just like it feels cold, but you're not wet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing is I got the waders. I put the waders in the car. Sam is looking at them all skeptical. He's like, "Yeah, there's no way you're going to be in those, Dad." And correct me if I'm wrong, but once you got into the waders and got into the water, you were like, "You're never getting me out of these. This is so cool because I can like superhuman walk through the water."
Yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly how it happened.
Leg waders or hip waders?
These were full. They were all the way
full
up here.
waders,
Yeah. Sims.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're nice.
Mhm.
Keep going.
We did not catch anything, sadly.
There was a fish like
I know.
right 2 feet from you.
It was like a 20-pound salmon or trout or whatever it
Wouldn't
was.
bite?
Yeah, the lure was like right here. So say this is the fish. This is my finger is the lure. It would look at it and then it would just stop looking at it. I even put it right in front of it. It hit its nose.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a fun experience.
Tell them about the deer. You saw the deer.
Well, yeah, we saw these deer that were on this like really stiff mountain.
Steep.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Steep, like cliff edge kind of.
Sure.
And they were just walking along and they started going in the water. Dad was taking photos.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I was taking photos. And I took a couple photos of Dad. And
Taking photos of them.
Yeah. Photos
No,
of the deer.
that was a fun experience, but that fly fishing is not your go-to. You're usually a
Bait casting.
Yep.
Bait casting, spin casting.
What's if you're going to go fishing, if it's your choice, what fish species would you go for?
Salmon.
Salmon.
Because it was early this year, right?
Yep.
Early this year, I went fishing with on a charter. It was I guess a gift kind of from
your grandfather.
Yeah, my grandfather. We went fishing and I caught about like 5 salmon around.
Okay.
And the biggest one was 21 pounds.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
A king salmon.
Yeah. Out in the lake?
Yeah, Lake
Yeah.
Michigan.
It was great because he treated us to a few fillets.
Mm.
Not a whole lot.
I still have a lot. I might bring some up.
Christmas is coming around, So, no, that's good. But you also do bass fishing
Yeah, I love to bass fish. I also
and
like
pan fish.
pan fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to fish. For basically anything.
Yeah.
I love fishing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Very good. And what else do you like to do? You like video games from time to time?
Yeah, I play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a great game.
That is fun. So
very
if you've ever heard of Grand Theft Auto,
Mhm.
that game's been around for I don't know how many years. And bad as it is, I'm a huge fan of the game. It's a lot of fun. But it's made by Rockstar Games, and Rockstar Games also came out with Red Dead Redemption 2. These are called sandbox games, which are basically open world. You can do anything you want at any time that you want. You can follow along on a storyline and do missions and stuff like that. But the fun thing about Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 is you're a cowboy. You're out in the Old West, and you're in this basically a Western scene. And the better citizen you are, the better points you get, the more stuff you get. And if you do bad things, even if you run over somebody by accident, the cops are after you. Yeah.
If you get max low honor, you get a special little handle grip for the revolver.
How do you know this?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Don't worry about it. Forget about it. But it's a slow moving game. What I'm trying to say is it's a slow moving game, so it's not like the immediate satisfaction stuff that we're inundated with these days.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A little more relaxed.
I don't know.
Simulator kind of.
Very deliberate,
Yeah.
thoughtful, forward thinking.
I don't know how he's like level 200. He is level 200 in the game, and I'm like level 45.
That's because I'm nice. I say hi to everybody.
No, I mean in GTA 5.
Oh, let's not talk about that. Yeah.
Because he spends way too much time.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
Although in
I got
GTA
the game when it came out in 2013.
in Red Dead Redemption 2
You were like 2.
online, I know I'm a lot higher level than you. I'm
All
like
right.
level 300.
What other games are on the scene out there?
Well, it's a little older, but I do like to play Rapala Fishing Frenzy 2009, Forza Horizon, and I think you guys might have heard this one. This is a new one. Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's real new.
Fortnite Battle
Are you
Royale.
good at that?
I'm pretty good at that.
Are you better than Stewart and Sawyer?
I'm better than Sawyer. I do not know about Stewart.
Oh, you think he's better than
The
you?
last time I 1v1 Stewart was like when the game first came out. So
All right, hang on a second. We got to get back on the radio here.
This morning in the low 20s. We'll only top out around 26 later this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies tonight. We drop down to 20. And then for tomorrow, partly sunny. High temperatures around 38. We'll be back into the 40s and melting snow with some sun on Sunday. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
Hang on. We're back on
I get
the
a
air
small
here.
percentage
We
of
are
your
now under federal communications
No,
commission, regulation.
He has his car in the parking lot, and I have my old Ford truck.
I love old Ford trucks.
I do.
Yeah.
It's my
I wish I had a
favorite.
truck.
So, who sent me a car the other day? Did you send me a car the other day from Facebook Marketplace? Somebody sent me a car the other day that I should look at.
Probably
No, it
Johnny.
wasn't me.
Wasn't you?
I don't
Somebody
think
sent me.
so.
Yeah, it was an old junker.
Johnny?
Oh, it was me. It was me.
Why does it ring a bell when it was in a junker?
It was so Rizzigo.
Zydeco? What?
You said Rizzigo.
I know.
It's a Hudson.
Oh,
It was
okay.
an old Hudson, and
it was, how much was it? It was expensive.
yeah, it was pricey, but it was a Hudson.
Okay.
You ever seen the movie about? The
I
Hudson?
have. I like
Yeah,
that movie.
That is a cool movie.
Yeah, that is a fun movie. Jeff Bridges, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Not Bo Bridges, Jeff Bridges.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, it's the WSJM Morning Show. Good morning. I'm Ken Lundberg here with Mike Weibel, my typical Monday, Friday co-host. But now putting in his resume for regular co-host status, Samuel Lundberg, my son. I mean, it's not nepotism if I hire him, right? If he's good.
No, he's got skills.
If he's got the riz.
That's right.
Or if he's got, if he's tough. Anyway, we're talking about
drop the mic on middle
younger
school.
kid lingo here, and somebody else put on one of the Facebook or put in a comment that it's not we're not getting older, we're just seasoned.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're just seasoned. So take that with a grain of salt.
No,
it's time for the Moody on the Market update. I feel like you're threatened by Samuel.
No, we're having a good time. I
Oh,
think
okay.
you're threatened by Samuel.
On a regular basis.
Right.
Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners insurance agency, and getting ready for the holiday season. If you're thinking about, hey, what is there out and about to do? Think about Bridgman. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. The city of Bridgman is gearing up for its annual Christmas celebration. It's happening on the 14th. Greater Bridgman Area Chamber and Growth Alliance Director Nancy Kiernan tells us that the Bridgman Holiday Village is one of the biggest events of the year as businesses across town hold events to welcome in the holidays. She says it's fun to see all the businesses get together like this. She thinks it's one of those events that really shows there's a community in Bridgman that cares about having a wonderful town and cares about celebrating itself and its businesses and therefore its community. So next Saturday, the 14th, everything starts at 9 a.m. with a pancake and hot cocoa combo offered at Molly's Beach Walk Cafe, crafts at the Bridgman Public Library. The rest of the day will include free pet photos at Transient Artisan Ales, a screening of Elf at the Bridgman Library, kids face painting at Lake Street Eats, the holiday pop-up market at the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, and hot cocoa and popcorn at Lake Street Community Church and Woodland Shores Baptist Church. The city Christmas tree lighting will be at 6:15 with a brand new 18-foot tree this year. Kiernan says that they will hold a party after that. So if you want to read more about the Bridgman Holiday Expo, the fun stuff that they have going on with their celebration, check it out. It's at moodyonthemarket.com. Go to moodyonthemarket.com, and your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. That's your Moody on the Market update. We'll be right back with more from Samuel and Mike and Ken in just a moment.
Have you memorized every public restroom on your way to work?
And we'll do that. And then, do you like the buttons? I push buttons over here.
I do like the buttons.
You have one button over there.
Yeah, I have one.
Have you tested it out yet?
1 second, let me try some on.
Here, go ahead. Well, you can't test it. Okay.
Oh, you did great. Nailed it.
What about now?
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
That's good. So what is on, you're 13 years old, you're a young man. What is on your holiday wish list this year?
Like only a couple things really. An iPhone 16 would be great, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some new Era hats, you know, fitted
Do you think you're
hats.
too young for an iPhone
No.
16?
No, because I watched the
I mean, that's a big
library.
responsibility.
You know, I do have an iPhone, although it is a little old. It is
Oh.
very old.
Okay. It's like a hand-me-down?
What one's that?
It was my brother's iPhone 11.
11.
It was the first one, like the first wave of them that came out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean the first wave?
Like, you know how
The
like,
first wave was the iPhone 1,
Well, no, I mean
which
like
they called the iPhone.
no, as I mean like
I
as,
had
like
the
the
iPhone.
production line.
Oh.
Like you know how
On
like
that chassis.
you know like
Oh, on that
the
chassis.
first you know like how the first month an iPhone comes out, there are like certain things that aren't fixed with it, like a battery, bad something or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
And then well, never mind.
Yes, I do.
Bugs.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they fix all the bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about,
Bugs.
Samuel. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I was thinking like, what's a word that I can use that you guys will understand?
Oh, that will
Because
understand.
like, yeah,
Breaking it
lingo.
down for us.
Lingo.
For your dad. I'm with you.
All right. So we talked about what you like to do outside of school: the fishing, the soccer, the video games. Anything else? Do you have any hobbies?
I love to run. I love running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking about maybe being in the kicker for the high school football team. I'm very good at kicking a football. in a
Oh,
straight
that
line.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Did you play football, Mike?
I did.
What did you play?
Defensive end and center.
Okay. So no kicking.
No.
You have any advice?
Well, I did kick in middle school actually, but
Okay. Any advice for somebody aspiring to be a kicker? I mean, because Samuel, I don't think you've had much experience like kicking a football in that way
Like, which way? Like this or with a T?
on a tee.
I do kick with the T.
You have a tee now, right?
2 T's. I have the.
Oh, you have 2 tees.
I have one that I can take anywhere, and the one that I can only use at home because it's like a big.
You can talk on the microphone. That's okay.
There's a big metal one that I can only use at home because it's just like really big and hard
gotcha.
to
Yeah,
transport. There's a tiny orange one that I have that I can take on the go.
You have transport issues with a metal kicking tee? Why?
Yeah. Well, I can't just like take a metal kicking tee to school. We're not allowed.
That's
to have a metal-
probably good that you don't do that.
Right.
That'd be
'Cause you
dangerous.
sharpen the edges
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Well, you have any questions for Samuel this morning?
No, do you? Because he and I are we're synced up over here.
I've been asking him questions the whole time.
Well, I know because you're learning. But
Oh.
I already it's old news. to
You're
me.
already in his
right,
vibe.
Right.
In his
It's
way.
Samuel and Mike. We're together. We're psych.
Samuel, some of the things we'll talk about
You
this.
didn't even get that.
I didn't.
I'll explain it to you later.
Thank you. One of the things I wanted to also ask you about this morning is about social media. And so just put your 13-year-old hat on. We'll ask you, a couple of seasoned folks will ask you about social media and how you feel about it here in just a second. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. We'll be right back on the WSJM Morning Show.
Heating and air. Feel at ease with McKees.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is News Talk Sports 94.9. WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph. Depend on us. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, we're talking.
Oh, okay. You guys go ahead and
Continue
keep
what you're
talking.
doing.
I asked our community on the video live stream what they would want to ask Samuel, and somebody said, "How about a local restaurant review?"
Okay.
So, thinking about a local restaurant that you've eaten at recently, do you have a review to provide?
Yes, I forgot the name. What is that place that we went where I had the I think it was a barbecue bacon burger and that sugar soda thing.
Oh, we went to Mason Jar.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to Mason Jar, and I advised you that you get a pancake, and you said, no, I don't want a pancake. Go ahead. What do you think? Mason Jar.
Well, it was in between about lunch and breakfast. I didn't want to get a
Yeah,
pancake.
brunch. Yeah. Oh,
So I got a burger.
Okay.
A barbecue bacon burger.
Yeah.
It was
Nice.
very good. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then the soda, it was pretty sweet. I liked it, although a little too sweet, but I liked it overall. I'm gonna say 8 or 7.5. Overall, I'm gonna say 9.5. The experience.
Oh.
Although they were out of kombucha, that's why it's not a 10.
I still don't think they were out of kombucha
Yeah,
that
I
day.
saw it. I swear. I saw it.
Well, because we thought we saw it in the cooler, but I asked our server. I said, "Okay, so I see kombucha on the menu here. What flavors do you have?" Disappeared for 7 minutes. Came back. We're out of kombucha. So I think she couldn't find it. I think
Right.
she was new. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Right.
What about the pizza we had last night?
The pizza we had last night, Jets Pizza. Shout out Jets Pizza.
Stop that.
Sorry.
He's dabbing over here.
He's playing to the stream so he can get credit, street credit, like Bubbly. Jets Pizza.
Buble. Anyway, come on, give us a review.
It was pretty great.
I created this thing. Oh, okay, pretty great. Oh, what? What?
I wasn't not a fan of the pineapple on the pizza.
You didn't want the pineapple on the pizza?
It was a little sweet.
That's what it's there for.
Well, I don't like my pizza sweet. It's supposed to be savory.
Oh man.
Although I wasn't bad.
We're gonna get a DNA check here because pineapple on pizza is amazing.
I do like pineapple on pizza.
See, there you go, 2 to
It's
1.
good, just like unexpected. I didn't expect it to be sweet. I was like, took my first bite and I thought it was an onion.
Boy, it was not.
It was just pineapple.
No, because we have dietary restrictions in the house, and so I had let's see, olives, olives, red onions, and pineapple on our pizza last night.
Could have done half meat for me and then half vegetables for
I
you
thought
guys.
about that, and I said no. Sorry about that.
I thought about it, then I said no.
Although you had a good idea, which next time I order a pizza, I'm going to ask for anchovies, because I do like anchovies on pizza, but probably not with the
I
pineapple.
feel like I was being a little sarcastic about that, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I still like the idea.
He missed that.
Talking with Samuel, he's my son. He's 13 years old. He's going to help me with Operation Poinsettia later on this morning. In fact, the poinsettias should be arriving here anytime soon. So Bree might be asking for your help in loading them, taking them off of. I think Crystal Springs is bringing us the poinsettias, and Honor Credit Union is helping us deliver them today to area senior centers in Southwest Michigan. So we're doing that. Samuel's agreed to help. If Dave Deutsch gets in time, we're going to ask him to borrow his. We're going to ask to borrow his elf hat. He has an elf ear hat.
Oh yeah,
and Samuel has agreed to wear it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
They're very good.
Right.
Right.
The camera's on. Right.
Yeah. We've got about 4 minutes before we have to get to ABC News, and one of the things I wanted to ask Samuel about this morning, because I read about this happening, younger people and their relationship to social media. On the one end of the spectrum, social media and young people hand in hand. That's all you see is young people dancing around on TikTok, making the box opening things. What do you call that? The box unboxing, and just doing everything on social media. On the other hand, young people are starting to say, I don't like to be tracked everywhere. I don't like to be algorithmed. How do you feel about, where are you on social media these days?
I just post things. I have Snapchat, so that basically means that only my friends can see what I post. So basically, I just post like things with me and my friends.
Okay.
Things about Christmas. I think a couple days ago I was posting a countdown for Christmas.
How do you feel when, let's say, your dad gets on Snapchat to stalk you and start sending you pictures of him in a Batman mask?
It's pretty scary. It looks pretty scary in a Batman mask.
Does he?
No, I think I look tough. Yeah.
I don't think we'll talk
TUFF.
about that. We'll talk about that.
With the little dots over the U.
I'm thinking, is it TUFF or TOGH?
Yeah. Anyway, but do you ever feel like you need a detox from the social media? And then I'll tell a story if you give the wrong answer.
Not really, because I don't use social media that much.
Well, excuse me. So we're talking about Snapchat. He gets a notification, and then all of a sudden it's like the world has to stop while he gets this. Well, Dad, I got a notification.
Well, that's important, because what if it's something important? Because I have a soccer team thing on that. Could be about the games.
Okay. That is important.
Right.
If you have a game within the next 72 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We really appreciate you. I love you as a son, so thank you very much for that.
And I think the whole psych thing is working.
The psych thing.
Yeah.
What's the psych thing?
Samuel and Mike.
Yeah.
Psych. We're psych.
I thought you were just psyching me out.
We're
Like
a spinoff.
we're performing psychological warfare on Ken to take over the show.
Welcome to your morning psych.
No, it's really good. Did you have any questions for Mike or myself? Anything that you wanted to talk about this morning?
One thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
is,
dear. Yes.
Here we go.
Were we allowed to talk about politics on this show?
No, not so much. Yeah, not from a 13-year-old.
We might get in trouble.
Maybe we can talk off the air about that. Yeah. What else? Anything else? You want to do any shout outs?
What? No. I have a question for you two guys. All right.
Okay.
What's on your Christmas list?
What's on my Christmas list?
Yes.
Anything golf apparel. Like I usually get golf balls. When people say, well, what should I get you? Just get me a dozen golf balls. Which anymore, the price has gone up on golf balls again.
Has it really?
Yeah. So they bounced over $40 last year.
The golf ball bounced.
Yeah. And now like a Titleist golf ball is $64.
For 12?
Yeah.
For 60? A dozen $64?
Yes.
Got a job for you, Sam.
I was at Dick's Sporting Goods.
No. Here. Your job coming up this spring. Actually, you can do it right now. You'll be the only one out there. Go into the water hazards at area golf courses. Collect as many golf balls as you can. Start selling them for $63 a dozen.
Sell them to Mike.
Yeah, you can sell them to Mike for $60. $60. Give him a discount.
And I know people. I'll hook you up.
All right.
And what's on your Christmas list?
Well, unfortunately, we're now at the time where I have to get to news.
Oh, come on.
He's dodging the question.
Like I said, as I tell you off the air, on the air, I'll tell you the same thing. Just want your happiness and and world peace.
Wow. World peace. What is this? A beauty contest?
World peace and the Iraqs. And
no, come on. You got to give us something.
Another nice flannel shirt. There you go. It's 7:59, almost 8 o'clock. We're going to get the latest news from WSJM in just a moment. ABC News right now. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. We now have surveillance camera pictures of the man suspected of gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
They're disappointed because now we have to say goodbye.
Hang on. Whoops. Do that.
Psych's going to come to an end.
Yeah, for now. I think Psych's coming back, though.
We're going to say goodbye to the people on the video live stream who joined us. Thank you for joining us on the video live stream this day and every day. As Mike always says,
don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. And now ring that bell so you're notified when Psych is back live streaming.
Psych is a abbreviation for Samuel.
Everybody else knows except
and
you.
Mike. For the seasoned among us, I am just
there.
Bringing it out. All right. Sam, can you hang around for another hour?
I can.
Okay. I know you can because I'm your ride. All right. Well, that ends the video live stream portion of today's show. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk with you on
Rachel sent us a heart
Monday. Thank you, Rachel. We'll talk soon. Bye.